Today on the Z06 Corvette, we're going to be wrapping and mounting my nitrous bottles from Jegs Performance. This is a project that I started on this channel as a for fun project, but let me tell you, it's starting to get pretty serious. Let me tell you about it. You know, one of the things I really don't like about these bottles is the design. I really like the black shell of it, but this Jag sticker with all this information that you could barely read, we need to do something about it. So I found a solution that I think you're gonna like, and it's pretty damn funny. Ever since I started to get into nitrous, I've been seeing some pretty cool ideas on Instagram that I knew how to get into. I did a quick Google search to find some better designs that we could go with, and I came across probably the best idea. I believe this is from 1320 Graphics, and they're about $25 each. I got them right away. They took forever to come, but they arrived. Here's the unboxing. It came with a lanyard and some decals as well, and here they are. I'm excited to install this. I believe they are also cut to fit on a 10-pound nitrous bottle, so installation should go pretty smoothly, so let's get it. When I first got into nitrous, I didn't really know anything about nitrous wraps, but it is a thing, and Edwin actually let me know that you can do a lot of cool designs. This one specifically is from 1320 Graphics, and they have a lot of other ones, and this is the Gap Daniels one, which when I first saw this, I thought it was hilarious. I had to get two of them, as you guys saw. So they also had Coca-Cola, a White Claw, Twisted Tea and stuff like that. I was really thinking about doing a Jack and Coke. That would be pretty cool, but I do, however, want to test it out. So let's do a wrap of the wrap. Check that out. I think that's gonna look so good here on the nitrous bottle. What do you guys think? We also got a special package from Jegs Performance to mount these nitrous bottles. I want to give a huge shout out to Jegs Performance for sponsoring the Corvette. I didn't have nitrous in mind at all for the Z06, but they wanted to show you the power canes and the quad purge, so they're providing the parts so we could equip the system. Jegs is definitely the best in business. We got one of the brackets here. Let's go ahead and do the building of it so that we can install it. See how it looks, man. These aluminum brackets, super high quality. Looks very easy to build as well, so I'm gonna just pull out all the parts and we'll get to it. We got some hardware right here. We also got the knob to tighten down the nitrous bottles. These are gonna be the lower brackets. The pillars for the knobs. And then the brackets themselves. Let's get to building. Guys, I'm in the back of my Corvette, and look at how sick that looks. I'm gonna show you guys basically how you put the nitrous bottle into these brackets. It's very easy, very self-explanatory. The build is also very easy to do. Literally only 4 bolts on each bracket, and then you put on the clamps, and that's basically it. But just mocking this up in the rear of the Corvette looks insane. These brackets are really nice. I really like the build quality. The aluminum just shines, and it just screams high quality as well. So let me show you basically how you take the nitrous bottles in and out. I've already planted the right one. Let's go ahead and do the left one. I cannot wait to get these two actually installed to the bottom, which we'll get into very, very shortly. But let's go ahead and put the nitrous bottle right in. You do have to loosen these things up just a tad bit so that the nitrous bottle will actually fit, but go ahead and place this thing down right where it needs to be. Lift these guys up, and then you guys can already see where I marked it, kind of, but needs a little bit more room. Once when you have that locked in and exactly where you want it, you just tighten these guys down, lock it into place, and now that baby is not going anywhere. And now we finally have 2 bottles in the rear of the Corvette. That just looks so badass. I am so hyped for this. You guys have no idea. I need to get the nitrous bottle wraps with the Gap Daniels ASAP, but we got the brackets on and they look pretty cool. Another cool thing about these brackets is that they're not the dual stationary ones. So that means that these are actually 2 independent brackets, as you guys obviously, which means that I can actually angle these however I want, whether it be a diagonal like this, parallel like we had before. If I wanted one maybe on the right hand side and then on the left hand side, I kind of like this diagonal or the parallel the best, but you can literally plant these nitrous bottles wherever you want, it being 2 singular brackets, and that looks pretty cool if I'm not gonna lie. So what do you guys think? Comment down below. I can literally move these things wherever I want in this truck. It could be right here, right there, any of these corners. They could be stacked up as well. They could literally be horizontal. I could get maybe 4 more and put maybe a star, but to be honest, I don't know what it is. This diagonal shape is kind of screaming my name, and I kind of like it. So yeah, that's the cool thing about these two singular independents, is that you can have fun with the positioning of the bottles throughout the full rear of the Corvette, or any car really. So now that we got the nitrous bottle brackets installed, we need to figure out how in the world are we going to actually get these to stick to the rear. So as you guys can see, there's carpet in the rear. I'm gonna take the carpet off, see what's underneath it, and then we're gonna see how we can plant these brackets to the actual car so that they don't go moving all around. So let me go ahead and take off this carpet real quick. If I'm not mistaken, it's just this guy right here, which I believe is like a T25 maybe, and on the side as well, and then the carpet comes right out. All right, correction, it is actually a T30, so let me go ahead and bust these guys out. And then with those two bolts, it should just pop right out. Let's try yanking on this thing. All right, and here's the rear of a Corvette without the carpet, if you guys were ever interested. I have absolutely no idea where this leads to. It seems like a plastic composite of some sort. I don't know what's underneath it. I need to make sure that what I'm drilling is actually okay to drill in. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my buddy Edwin. I'm gonna talk to him, see where we can plant these nitrous bottle brackets without having any difficulties with the car or anything like that. But we got the carpet off. We're very, very close to get this installed. I just got off the call here with Edwin, and it's a lot harder than it actually looks to plant these brackets into here. So there's actually this plastic cover that has like 100 bolts. Not actually, but it has a lot of bolts, and it has rivets that we have to take off. And then from underneath the car, we're gonna actually have to get hardware to basically clamp this to the top of the backside of the Corvette. It's very complicated, a lot more complicated than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was just gonna be some hardware I could get at Ace Hardware, go ahead and strap it down and call it a day. But there's a lot more work that is getting involved, which, since this is just one of these side projects for fun, we're gonna leave it for another day. So with that being said, since we don't have the tools, the necessities, and the abilities to get these bottles strapped, I'm gonna put the carpet back on, and we'll go about wrapping the nitrous bottles and just putting it for placement so that we can see how it's gonna look like. So planting these nitrous bottles, a lot harder than it is, but we're gonna get the job done, and it's gonna look pretty badass. So let me go ahead and put this all together, and let's get to the wrapping of the nitrous bottles. Had to cut a little bit on the top just because this bottle was concaving a little bit here, or dipping in a little bit right here. So with the top off, we should be okay to lay this flat on the bottle. And when you check that out, finally got the wrap on the nitrous bottle. A little bit of heat, a little bit of patience, and a lot of OCD trying to get this lined up. Now we're gonna do the second one. Should be good to go, but this thing looks pretty nice. Guys, we finally got it done. Huge shout out to my roommate Mark for helping me out with this. There's no way I could have done this all by myself, but we finally got the vinyl wrap, the Gap Daniels, on the two nitrous bottles, and this looks pretty cool. Yeah, we finally got them on somewhat easy. We did have to use the torch as well as a credit card to go and lay it down, but overall, not too bad, about 10 minutes per bottle or so. We finally got them on. I'm really excited to see how these are gonna look like. within the Jegs nitrous bottle brackets in the rear of the Corvette. So let's go ahead and strap these bad boys on and see how it's gonna look like. All right, the thing with these nitrous bottle brackets is that there's the little rubbers on there and they leave a residue and a mark on the nitrous bottles. So I'm gonna try to line it perfectly so that it will leave that line, but when it does leave that line, I could go ahead and line it up like that all the time. So that's essentially what I'll be doing right now. Man, these things look so good with the wrap as well as the brackets. That looks badass. Let's go ahead and put them in the trunk of the Corvette. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Nitrous. Huge shout out to Jegs Performance for hooking it up here with these brackets, building this Nitrous system to become one of the most badass C7 builds here ever. And I'm so excited we got this. I was not a fan of those yellow Jegs. We are going to put the cherry on the top very, very shortly. I am going to put the Jegs so that you guys know that it is sponsored by Jegs, but this thing looks so good. It's pretty damn funny if you ask me, and this thing is gonna be hooked up. In the next couple of videos, we're gonna be doing piece by piece to show you guys the full entire process of putting nitrous in the Corvette. I also have the cam, I also have E85, I also have pulley. That's gonna be coming in March, but for now, we got this lined up, and I'm so excited to get this. We do have to, of course, strap it down. I'm gonna find a way to do that with Edwin later on, but this thing, ooh-wee, she's looking good. So now in the future, whenever I go about popping the hood, this is gonna be the first thing we'll be greeted with. Big old nitrous bottles, let's get it. And as promised, I gotta put the cherry on the top and give credit where credit is due. This would have not been possible without the help of Jegs. Nitrousing the Corvette, we got the sticker there. I put it on one bottle, I'm gonna put the other one on the other bottle, but huge shout out to Jegs. Link will be down in the description if you wanna pick up any nitrous for your car, as well as many other car parts, car maintenance. Jegs has it all when it comes to cars. So go ahead and check them out. And just like that, we got the Jegs sticker on the nitrous. Let's go ahead and get these back in the trunk of the Corvette. Guys, check this out. With the hood up, you can actually see the reflection of the Jack Daniels in the trunk. That is so badass. If you look right here, look at that is pretty cool. Anyways, we got the nitrous in the trunk exactly how I wanted it to be. Now we got to hook it up and purge, and I also want to talk about purging, so let's talk about that right now. One of the things I'm really looking forward to with this nitrous kit is purging, and I did get the purge kit from Jegs Performance, but I don't know if you guys could tell, this thing is really small, and I've been showing you guys how I want to purge, the quad purge. And as you guys saw, those clouds were huge. And coming into this, I thought all purging was equal. That's not true. So talking to Edwin, that's actually the big show purge. There's many big shows that you can create or you could get off companies. I was looking at Jegs. Jegs doesn't have the big show nitrous purge. So I am gonna try contacting them, see if they can produce anything like that, because they are the masters when it comes to car stuff and car parts and getting parts needed for everybody. So this nitrous purge, unfortunately, purges very small. I'll show you kind of what it will look like. And that's not enough cloud for me. I really want to make this known. I want the biggest purge you can possibly do, and I want 4 of them. I want 2 out of the hood, and then I want 1 on each side of the fender, so it's that dominant whenever I'm purging. So this is not going to work. I will keep you updated on what Jegs and I go with. Shout out to Jegs. We're gonna get the quad purge done very soon, but as of now, we just have the bottles, the wrap, the mounting, and we're gonna keep on making videos. More videos to come with the C7 Corvette. I am gonna do pulley, E85, and a whole bunch of other things to make this thing even faster, and then we're gonna be doing the cam as well. So you guys are gonna wanna stay tuned for that. I finally found a tuner to tune the Corvette. I'm very, very excited for that as well. So huge updates for the Corvette, as well as the fastback and the Cobra. I have so much content I need to push out. See you guys on the next one. Peace out, and you guys enjoy the rest of your day.
You called me a monster.
You are a monster.
Yes, I am.